guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we are going to do one of the new red zone missions. I love this, right? So, been telling people, right, we're in a new meta, 200% leader skills. Red zone is the difficulty that, we're pretty much at. A lot of people were saying, I'm going to beat the red zone stage once and I'm never touching it again. Well, guess what? Now we got missions. So y'all are taking your asses right back in here. So there's 3 missions fighting Omega Shenron right here, the final phase of the GT Red Zone. By the way, I bet you we will get 3 missions, probably for Broly in the movie Red Zone during this celebration as well. This mission, this first mission we're doing, we have to just beat Omega, right? There's no, like, item restriction or no support memory or anything like that. You just have to beat Omega using a full extreme team. Full villains, and you need 1 villain of every typing. So you need Extreme AGL, Extreme Tech, Extreme Int, Extreme STR, and Extreme Physical. So, I feel like could be a struggle for a lot of players, because if you look at the villain teams, like, how many villain teams are actually capable of doing this? I'm sure you could do this with, like, a full power Frieza's team, I bet, but, like, even then, right, like, that might include running Ginyu. It's like, I don't know that there's actually a ton of villain teams that are going to come in here and do this. I think I've seen a number of clears where people have beaten this stage with actually Buhan, believe it or not. The LR Buu tanks transforming into Buhan unit. At this point, the aging process has, hit that unit hard. But this is still mostly an int, like, boss, right? We're going through this. Most of this fight, Omega is int. So that means, physical characters can sort of put in some work. So I feel like that potentially could be the go-to for a lot of players, right? To beat this would be using Buhan's Majin Power / Power Absorption team. Because you could use Super 17, right? AGL, EZA, Super 17, of course, is fantastic. My recommendation to free-to-play players has been to pull for LR Cooler, right? I think, Carnival banners might be better to summon on down the line, but right now, I don't really recommend summoning on that Carnival LR Goku banner, even though there is 7 featured LRs, which is pretty good. Cooler is on the Dokkan Fest, which is really, really strong, really good. One of the best banners ever. Cooler's banner is stacked beyond belief. If you pull Cooler, I feel like this will be pretty easy. The Terrifying Conqueror team is, I would say, definitely the best villain team in the game at this point, right? Like, is it not? I would have to think Terrifying Conqueror's number. I don't want to slam my fist down and say, oh, I guarantee it, but I bet Terrifying Conqueror's is the best villain team in the game, right? You have many characters, right, of all typings that can be very effective in here. Again, I think the Ginyu team is probably the tightest, easiest way to get this done. Although, if you have LR Cooler will come in here and just destroy this, right? Like LR Cooler would actually, like, this not like Ginyu's team is having too many difficulties, so, like, I think when I originally did my no-item run in this fight might have only taken me one try with the Ginyu team, because just the way the Ginyu team is designed, Omega just is not really able to like, bully you, right? Because, like, you would die with the Ginyu team if you don't know where the super attacks are. But against Omega, we know exactly where the super attacks are, pretty much, right? Besides this phase right here. And as long as that EZA Raccoon is guarding, like, we're completely good. But one thing about the Terrifying Conqueror team, so let's say you're running LR Cooler as your lead, you're running Captain Ginyu as your lead, whatever. You have access to a lot of the Golden Friezas. If you're on JP, you could use LR Golden Frieza, right, who, is one of the best units in the game. Defensively is dominant, is just very powerful as well. And then you also have EZA Tech Golden Frieza, and then EZA AGL Golden Frieza. I think are both, like, substantially good units, right? So the one tech unit I decided to run in here, because the tech unit for the Ginyu Force is Goldo, which is like, hell no, we're not bringing Goldo. Goldo is great in Super Battle Road stages, right, or Battlefield. If you could stun and seal or attack debuff or something like that, Goldo's really good. But, like, that's his value, right? I could have ran the LR Tech Ginyu Force as well. They have not EZ8 on Global yet, but they have EZ8 on JP. But I felt like Golden Frieza, unless we're really low health, Golden Frieza will not get us killed, right? Like, boom, here we go. Golden Frieza. Like, if this was the LR Tech Ginyu, we might have died right there. But Tech Golden Frieza was able to just, you know, pretty much tank it completely, and, like, we're good to go, right? We saw he only took 124k from that super attack. Is certainly not that bad whatsoever. So that was good. There's, in terms of other tech options, there's not that many options I would consider great with how tough Omega can be. I feel like if you're going to use a character, the EZA Tech Golden Frieza is definitely the go-to, which is good because he's been out for, you know, 5 years, 6 years, or whatever the hell on JP, right? He's been around forever. You could use LR Great Ape Vegeta as well. I think he's another unit that could be effective in here. I mean, you need to be a little bit careful with him, right? That Great Ape Vegeta is a little bit of a frustrating design. But Omega is certainly super attacking a lot in this run, huh? But you probably, you know, could be sort of good using the Great Ape Vegeta. A lot of the options we have on the team here, I think, are, you know, it's fairly obvious why. Burter and Jace are a complete god, right, with their support that they give. They give 30% to Space Traveling Warriors, and then we get the extra 30% that they give to all allies if Ginyu's on rotation. Ginyu's supporting. All these units are linking up like crazy. Burter and Jace have got their dodge. Raccoon and Goldo are guarding, right? Ginyu can heal and stack as well. Like, it just becomes nuts. It's like, it's not surprising that this is many people's favorite team, just because of how cohesive and strong and tight this team is, right? Like, it's very, it's crazy. It's like they really dropped 3 summonable units and gave a very good EZA to a free-to-play character, and bam, like, this team is all of a sudden, like, super good. I mean, to be fair, I think one of the reasons this team is where it's at is the EZA free-to-play TURs last year, like, we're given, like, pretty solid EZAs, right? A lot of those characters, like, you know, I'm sure a lot of people could go in here and beat it with STR Jace, you know, maybe even try, like, Int Ginyu, AGL Burter, like, characters like that, they can perform, right? Even in some of these red zone stages, so that does help to fill in some of the loose ends for the team, right? So there we go. That pretty much covers it. I did use the Ginyu Force team here. Again, I think you could use probably LR Bootanks' team could get this done. You could probably use full power Frieza as well. Of course, you could use LR Cooler if you've got him. I think you probably could use double AGL Turles' movie boss team as well. I bet you would be able to get this done, probably even without LR Cooler. Let me just take a quick glance, because movie bosses... It's like, you could run, like, Tech Janemba, you could run LR Physical Janemba, you have AGL Turles, Int Broly, right? The only thing is, like, who would you put in front of the super attack? Yeah, because even with movie bosses, you still have access, like, to the AGL and the Tech Golden Friezas. You have Tech Janemba. So you do have characters who would potentially be able to survive Omega super attack as well. Because, I mean, unless you're running craziness, right? Like, you're going to have to do something to survive Omega super attack. You could probably even get fairly lucky going up against Omega with maybe, like, STR Janemba. Now, I don't really recommend it. I feel like STR Janemba, like, this stage is probably a bit above his pay grade. But remember, STR Janemba has the exponential dodge increase. So if you get very lucky, maybe Omega has 3 or 4 attacks in that last slot. STR Janemba dodges a bunch of them, and then you have a really strong chance for him to dodge Omega Super. Because what is Janemba? So Janemba has a medium chance of guarding, and then he gets a 10% chance to dodge with each dodge he does. Yeah, so 30% chance to dodge, and then extra 10% chance to dodge with each dodge he does that turn, right? So it's like, you know, you get 3 or 4, you could jump up to like a 70% chance to dodge, and then you're looking pretty good. Again, here's where our boy Raccoon dodged it. Now, that is not a you guys know, I'd love to go on a long, 3 dodge for the win. You guys know I love to do that, but my Raccoon, I gave a lot of dodge. He has a lot of dodge. It's not 3 dodge, that physical Raccoon, because that's, like, his job in these runs like this is to just not die. That's often my strategy with characters like that, like AGL, EZA, Golden Frieza. You know, I have many runs completed where characters who people could say could tank and would be very smart-ass, like, why would you put dodge on a character that could tank anyway? Well, yeah, dude, it's always going to save you a lot of HP if you get dodges off. Remember, dodge is the single strongest thing you can do. Because if you can dodge 100%, you literally cannot lose. No other mechanic, nothing is like that. Where 100% of the time you get it, you like auto win. You cannot lose. Dodge is the strongest thing you could do, right? That's why it's so infrequent that you're getting characters who could do it at such a high rate. Like, you know, LRUI Goku or something like that. It's just because of how powerful it is. But there we go. Shoutouts to Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu and how impressive he is. How strong his Extreme Class team is. Again, I feel like this mission could be tough for a lot of players, but if you get LR Final Form Cooler, you know, or if you've got Turles, EZA, one of those types of characters, you probably could get this mission done. So, let me know what you guys think about the Red Zone missions adding in. The next one we'll do will be the Super Class one. It's the exact same format. You have to use a Super Class team with all typings, and, you know, you have to, so Super AGL, Super Tech, you know, Super Int, Super Physical, Super SCR, the whole thing. So, let me know what you guys think. Catch you next time.